Okay guys, I'm back out here in the garden, and what I'm doing now, I'm starting to shift stuff from one side of the garden to the other side just to see how I like it. And I'm thinking of a new design for the garden. And one thing I like about these grow towers, they're on wheels. I don't have to have any assistance to move them. Even if I still had them stacked tall, I don't have to have assistance. They roll quite well. The only issue I have sometimes out here with moving them is the unevenness of the cement on my patio. That's the only thing. But other than that, these roll very easily, and I'm just starting to shift things to one side to the next. And this is going to be my new spring layout. And once I get enough stuff rolled over this way, then I will move my grill, and I'm thinking about putting the table in that area as well. And that's the table that I use for working on. I do kind of want the blackberries to stay over here, but I also want to put my table here, probably about right at this area, so I could get to my green stalks and get in the corner when I need the water and stuff. This right here, the my water barrel is not that full of water right now, so I'm actually thinking about moving it to a different location, but in an opening where it could still get water. Because the grapevine is there, it's wrapped around that trellis. I'm not finna move it. That's gonna stay there. But the blackberry bushes, they're in their own separate container. I can move them back that way as well, because I don't have them hooked on the trellis. These blackberry bushes, they don't trellis. You kind of have to wrap them to get them to trellis up. So, you know, so they're not hooked onto anything else. They're just in the pot themselves. And the leaves are not. The leaves are just starting to turn red and yellow on them, like they just want to fall off. Some of the leaves are still green. So I'm going to drag these down there, guys. And I'll see you when I get that done. Instead of dragging this all the way to the end, I just loaded it on this cart. It's pretty solid and heavy because it's wet. So I wasn't going to strain myself. And my husband's inside. I didn't want to have to call him out here. So the last two things I'm going to move out the way is these two pots that I'm making my own fertilizer in, my little two compost pots. I'll find somewhere to put those down that way as well, or either right up in here. I'll figure it out. But for right now, I'm going to just move them down that way. Well, right now, I'm going to just move them out of the way. I might just drag them over here, but they won't stay over there. So I'm going to try to take them on the end where I know I'm going to keep them at. These are wet as well, but they're not as heavy because most of this breakdown is grass clippings and vegetable clippings. So it's not as solid. So I'm going to get these on. And roll these out of the way. And then I'm going to come back, sweep up all those leaves, clean that area up, and then I will start rolling stuff. Well, I have to move the green pop-up tent, and I can also move the grapevine because I don't have to let it be right there. But it may stay there. Or I might set it on the other side and let it vine up the white trellis instead of right here with the green trellis. I'm not sure because I may need that little spot. So I have to keep thinking on that. I'll get back with you guys when I have this pop-up tent move, have everything cleaned out right there. And I may try to shift my water barrel to this way because all these green stalk towers that's here, they're going to be rolled down on that end of the garden. It won't be any towers in a line on this end. Probably no fruit trees. The guava tree, I'm not sure if it's going to pop back or not. I did have it covered, but even with it being covered, the leaves are twisted, very dry. I'm not going to pop them off because they're not falling off. And I'm gonna feed it and do whatever I need to do to it. And I'm gonna let it do its own thing. I'm gonna let it figure it out because we do have a couple of more frost nights coming, a couple more nights that it's gonna freeze this weekend. It's supposed to freeze. They're saying very harsh cold weather. So I know it probably be back down in the 20s again. So I will cover them again. But for right now, the leaves aren't falling off. I'm going to let it figure it out. That and the Barbados cherry. I covered both of those. The Barbados cherry is looking in a little better shape than the papaya. Than the guava. But the guava, the leaves aren't falling off. So I'm not going to pull them off and just count it dead. I think it'll bounce back. We'll wait and see. Okay, guys, what I'm doing now, I'm going to move this water barrel. It only has 20 gallons of water in it. That's about how low it is. Even with all the rain. I'm not going to dump that water out. I'm going to try my best just to drag it. I only want to drag it to about right here. So that's not far. So I'm going to try my best to do that by myself. I just want to drag it right in front of or in between the stunning red, the rustic red and a beautiful black tower. I only want to get it right here. So it's going to be heavy, but I'll probably be able to do it without tearing up my water barrel or breaking my back. So I'll get back with you guys when I have that done. Now guys, I kind of changed my mind about where I want the water barrel to go. I think I want it down there completely in a different spot, all the way to the other end of the garden, right where my grill is sitting. That's where I think I want my water barrel to sit, because I would need it to move it down here in between these two towers, but I still want to be able to get my table here, and I want my grill back on this end of the patio. So I'm gonna try my best to get it on this dolly. I don't know how that's gonna work because the dolly don't have any brakes on it. That's the only thing about this dolly, but I have used it to move everything that was over here that was a little too heavy to just say I'm gonna carry it to the other end of the garden. So I don't know how it's gonna work getting it on here, but that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm gonna try to drag it out some first. I don't want to tear it, and I don't want to let all this water out of it, 20 gallons of water is not a lot of water when this thing holds 100, but it will be wasteful, and I'm not going to do that. Have so many little snails and stuff alongside of it. Now it may fold up because it doesn't have a lot of water in it, and if you're going to move it, this is the best time to move it. I also don't want to topple it over because I don't want the water falling on me. I don't want it wasting at all, but it's my attempt, and that's what I'm going to do. Get this over that way. I may have to call out the husband to come out here and help me with this. And so I try to do stuff myself before I start asking for a bunch of help. These sticks do pop out, but I think if I try to pop the sticks out with the water in it, then I may not be able to get them back in without letting the water out. So I'm trying to keep the sticks in. Yeah. Let me see if I could get on this end and just pull it. Once I could get it up here, I could get it going. So I'm going to try to get it as close as I can up under here. I don't want to tear it, but it wasn't that expensive, so definitely don't want to tear it. I may have to get some help. I don't want to strain myself either. See, if this dolly had some brakes on it, it would be good. You could stand on it and move it. You can't really do that here. Let's see. Try to get one more of the sticks up here, and I might have it without turning it over. Yeah, excuse me for sniffing. Okay, wait a minute. I might be able to. See, I want it to the absolute other end of the garden. Way too far to be dragging. It's starting to tear in the back. The thing that hold up the legs is starting to tear. Y'all, I'll get back with y'all when I get this. I don't want this video to be so long. Okay, guys, we got it moved. I had to call my husband out here, and we used just a regular dolly to get it on. And then Olivia came. She helped. So we got the water barrel moved to the other end of the garden. I'm going to sweep this area off, and then I'm going to bring the grill and probably bring the table down this way. That's what I'll be doing next. You'll see this area after I get those things in it. Okay, guys, everything that I wanted moved to this end, I have it moved on this end. Got the grill down here like I wanted. I have the table down here. I have the chairs down here. And what I'm doing now is moving the greenhouses and cleaning behind the greenhouses. Just rolling them out the way, cleaning behind them. Husband, he's outside. He's doing some work over here in the ginger area, the shampoo ginger area. We're getting things done out here. And it's best to start doing this stuff while you still have some cool months instead of waiting till it gets hot. Even today, it's still a little chill in the air, but gnats are already out here. So what I'm doing, I'm just out here cleaning behind this. That's all I'm doing. And then I will set up how I want. But it's a lot of leaves back here from fall. I think mostly everything back here is through. If you look at our trees, have no leaves on them. So we could clean this area up. So most all the trees in our yard have no leaves. So that's what I'm. Guys, what I'm doing right now, I'm over here just cleaning out this area. I'm going to move this big brown shelf down because I don't want to block the window. I don't like having the window blocked. But I'm going to pull I have a brown store shelf over here that I'm going to pull down. The sun is coming out. I have went and put on my little work glasses just to keep myself from getting poked in the eye. I don't like to hit myself in the eye twice, so I figured I better do something about it. So I put my little safety glasses on. And I'm going to be moving this brown shelf down out of the way, down this way. We all out here working, and some neighbors, they're out working in their yard too. This is a nice day. It's about 60, the temp for the day is about 65 is the high. So we have some sunshine coming out right now. It's 2:15 in the day and the sun is just coming out. So we're taking advantage of this day working in the yard. It's best to get this kind of stuff done while it's not hot, while it is not summer yet. Get it done in the fall. Anytime you want to move something, rearrange something, to me, I always find it's best to do it in fall temperatures. Still some little gnats out here though. Time it gets a little dry and warm, the gnats come. So I'll see you guys in a minute. So far, guys, this is what I have going on. This is what I've done. I've moved 5 of the stalks this way. I'm getting ready to move the blackberry bush, the 2 blackberry bush. They're going to sit here. And I'm not going to worry about having them on a trellis unless I just absolutely have to. I do have some things that I can make a trellis out of for them if need be. And I do have another short trellis like this one is on. I have the same trellis that they came with. And I'll turn you around and let you see that. Sorry, I got the camera so. But this short trellis right here, I do have another one of those that I could use on this one. This one is pretty thick and pretty tall. I haven't trimmed anything, but I could trim that. I could trim them back some, but I'm probably not. I'm probably not going to trim anything back. I really don't know that much about trimming blackberry bushes, and they're not dead yet. They're dormant because they don't have any berries on them. I guess that's dormant, but they do still have green leaves on them as well. So I'm not finna do any trimming or anything like that because I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't searched it enough to know anything about it. So I'm not going to attempt to do it because I don't want to mess anything up. So those are going to stay like that, and I'll just figure it out if I have to tie them on some bamboo sticks. I have 6 feet bamboo sticks. And I do have a trellis inside, but I really didn't want the trellis to be for this, but it could be, because what I'm gonna do here is in this area, I'm gonna set one bush on each side of this table. So if I did do the arch, it could very well just arch over the table and it wouldn't be in the way. So that's what I'm trying to do, is keep a open space here, and I'll show you what I mean. I have this glove on, it's hard to turn the camera around, but I want to keep an open space here. Those towers and stuff, everything's going to be moved back this way, so it'll be no towers along the line of here like it was before. So that's what I'm in the middle of doing now, is just piecing it together, taking my time, figuring out where I want what, because when I move it, that's where it's going to be for the spring and the summer and probably the fall too. And I probably may not move anything else until the springtime again, and because it'll stay this way for 2026. But I do plan on getting some more fruit trees, because like I told you before, I was very, very sad when I ate my last lemon and we had to start really buying lemons from the store. So I know I at least want another lemon tree, and I do like that Myers lemon. To me, they were really good, gave out the best taste, grew a good size, had plenty of seeds. I have plenty of seeds, and I am going to try growing my own lemon trees. You know, I may not have a yard full of lemon trees, but like I said before, if I grow the plant and grow the tree, I could sell them. So that'll be, you know, a value. That'll be money. So, but that's it, guys. That's what I'm doing right now, and I'll get back with you all with the full look. This video is going to be in a couple of parts and pieces, because I'm not going to get done with all of this today. Right now it's 3:12. No one here has had lunch yet, so we're going to be, you know, taking a break, feeding Kaylani. Right now husband is working on some of his tools. Kaylani is out here playing on her toys and her little vehicles, and I'm over here working in the garden. So we're all glad today it was a sunny day. Sun has gone down. We're getting some gray clouds, but they're not calling for rain. At least it was none in the forecast. Just supposed to be 63 with sun, which is feel amazing, but I am still layered up. You know, I have on 3 shirts as always, and it is gnats out. But that's what I'm doing in the garden today, guys. I'll get back with you in this garden later. Okay, now we have all of the towers that was along line of the patio moved here in this area how I want it. And so we're gonna place all the other pots and different things like that around in the garden. And the things that had the pop-up tent, like our broccoli, the broccoli that I showed you in the grow bags, and different things like that. We still have Peachy Patch, and now we have Berry Lane over here with the blackberries and the mulberry. The mulberries did put out mulberries at the end of the summer season, but it was just, you know, too late. But we did get a few mulberries. Well, the birds got a few mulberries. Mulberries, however you want to pronounce it, because I know it's M-U-L, so mulberry. But we did get a few of those. They're still standing. I did trim them back some because they got so bushy and big, and you couldn't even hardly get down the little path. But I have everything moved over this way for right now. I do have another tower coming. Like I told you, I got one when they was on sale. That is the best time to buy a green stalk tower, honey. When they are on sale, that is the best time to get one. You know, and then you could get everything with it. And they do have the little deal where you can you know, pay as you go, or whatever you want to call it, where you can make payments, you can make installments, and they do send you your things out ahead of time. Like if you want to catch the sale and you don't have the money, then you could do the little installment plan. And then maybe when you get your money, you could pay it all off. That's how I did with the last few things that I got when they were doing the big sale and they had the spinners on sale and I needed spinners for all the ones that I had here. That's what I did, the installment plan. And then when I got my money, I just paid it all off. So, and then that works for me. That way you don't miss the sale. You could catch the sale without any money because they don't ask you to put anything down or anything like that. You just set up the installment plan how you want to pay it, whether you want it every week, every month, or however. And they go ahead on and send you your products, and then you make your installments as you go. But I just chose to do it that way so I could catch that sale and get that deal, and then I just paid it off. You know, I didn't really need the installment plan, but I didn't have the money at the time of the sale and I didn't want to miss the sale. So that's a good thing, you know, that they got that you could catch the sale and then just pay it off later. All right, guys, that's what I got done so far. And I'm still working out here in this garden. Okay, guys, I am wrapping it up for today. It's some dark gray clouds hanging over, even though it's not calling for rain. Some dark gray clouds out here, but I have got most of everything that I wanted done. I have my little radish harvest, taking it in. I would usually kind of stay out here and clean it up, but I'm going to clean it up on the inside today. I cut the little dirt roots off and I'm going to do the rest on the inside. I may even steam them or put them in the air fryer with some seasoning and spices and throw them in the air fryer, see how it tastes that way. But that's it, guys. I'll see you guys in this garden tomorrow. And we'll see what the garden looks like after I finish cleaning and putting everything where I want it. We did get the table moved, got the grill moved, and all the green stalk towers that was along the line of the back of the garden, moved them to one area. So we'll see you guys in this garden later.